A good pair of boots or leather loafers is something that every man should have in his wardrobe. But there's always been one problem in my experience when it comes to buying leather shoes. Do you go for style or do you go for comfort? Because trying to get both in one shoe has never been easy. So when a company comes along and says they've built the world's most comfortable dress shoes, that's a big claim. We're going to put that claim to the test. Amberjack have kindly sent me 2 pairs of shoes to review, but they have not paid me for this review, and they don't know what I'm going to say. So the 2 shoes that Amberjack have sent me are their Chelsea boot and their leather loafer. I've spent the last couple of weeks with these, trying them out, testing them out, and I'm going to test their big claim that they're the world's most comfortable dress shoes. I'm going to compare them to some other boots and shoes that I have here, and then I'm going to give my honest verdict. So first up, let's look at the Chelsea boot. I've always liked Chelsea boots, but I always feel that they're a hard one to get right because usually the sole is pretty flat, and wearing them for any long period of time feels pretty uncomfortable. These ones are made with Italian suede. They feel really good, very soft, so really easy to get on and off. And the main thing about it is the top part, which is made fully of suede, and then their sole is designed to be more like a sneaker sole rather than a traditional leather boot sole. This really is the key to what makes Amberjack's shoes stand out from most of the competition. So you can feel the material here, it's a lot more rubbery, a lot softer. The other thing about Amberjack is they have these insoles which are easy to come out and replace, and again, these have a lot of cushioning on them, but I like that they can easily be taken in and out and easily be replaceable. So everything that's gone into these shoes really has been designed to try and make a hybrid between sneakers and stylish dress shoes. The next thing I wanted to test and compare was how easy they are to get on and off, as opposed to something like these lace-up boots here, which I do love, but they're difficult to get on and off. These pair of Clarks here, they had a zip down the side to try and make things easy to get on and off, which I appreciate, but it also does affect the look. You've got the zip right down the side here, which, you know, some people might like, some people might not like, but it certainly did make it easy to get them on and off. But in terms of which is easiest to get on and off, for sure this Chelsea boot is the easiest to get on and off, and it still holds tight to the foot. There's no worry of them slipping off, but getting them on and off is relatively easy. I didn't really have any problem slipping my foot in or trying to get them off my feet as well. So they definitely get good marks there. The next thing I wanted to compare with these boots was how durable the soles are. One of the things that I have a problem with these boots is the sole here is quite hard and rigid. So when I walk, it makes this kind of noise, particularly on any kind of wooden floor or any kind of hard floor. They can hear you coming from a mile away. And also, with how hard it is, you can tell that it reduces some of the comfort. One of the things I like about this is the softness of the rubber sole. You know, when you walk, it's not going to clack or make like a loud sound on the floor. It's just smooth and comfortable. The other thing is how grippy they are, particularly if you're wearing them in the rain. As compared to these boots, you can see the sole here just is very smooth and gets really slippery when it rains, particularly on a tile floor or any kind of floor that doesn't have much grip. And in comparison, this Amberjack sole on both of these has a lot of grip. Because it's rubber, it really does grip in the rain and grip on water. So again, I feel like they've done well in that department there too. Next up is the loafer. This is the Honey Loafer, which is a nice tan leather, and it's pretty much the same idea. The top part is full leather, and the base is this same sole that you see on all of Amberjack's. I would say, in my opinion, the Chelsea boots look more true to a Chelsea boot, whereas the loafers, if you compare them to a different loafer that I have here, you can see The sole does look a little bit different. It does look a little bit more athletic compared to the sole that you might find on a normal loafer. But again, I think they've done a pretty good job on maintaining the look of a loafer while trying to achieve that comfort that they want to give. Okay, so let's talk about socks for a minute. One of the things that I really like about these loafers is the versatility. You can wear them without socks, but equally, because they have a slightly higher profile, you can actually wear these with ankle socks and they look really good. And that's something that's really important to me. I prefer to wear socks, even though I love the look of going sockless, particularly with a loafer. I've actually found that the comfort that you get with wearing ankle socks is really important, especially if you're going to wear them for a long period of time, and especially if you're going to wear them in a hot climate. I can wear them with or without socks, and they look good either way. Okay, so what don't I like about these shoes? Just from a styling point of view, I'm not a big fan of this wave that comes up here. I personally would prefer it if it just went straight down there. But I understand this is part of their design. It's part of the arch support, which they have in their sole, which is a really important part of the comfort. I just personally would prefer it not to be accentuated on the outside. I would prefer that to go flat down. I don't know if that would be possible to do that whilst maintaining the arch support. Again, it's a very small thing. But I'm trying to tell you and be honest with the things that I don't particularly love about it. So that's one of them. It happens here on the back as well. That one doesn't bother me as much, but this one here, I would prefer that to just go straight down. In terms of the loafer, again, I really like these. There's not much I don't like other than the stiffness of the leather. I would personally prefer these to have a slightly softer leather right from the beginning. When I put my foot in, to not feel like it's being really compressed, but to feel like there's a little bit more give. And also I worry for some people, you may find that this rubs a little bit because again, it's a little bit harder around the top here. Overall, there's not much to dislike about these either. Okay, so in terms of real world use, how do these hold up? I did a test with these Chelsea boots of wearing them to the mall to do some Christmas shopping. The mall near where I live here is absolutely massive. It takes ages to walk around. Even when I'm wearing comfortable shoes, my feet hurt. So I thought it would be a good test to wear them around the mall and to see how they feel. I'm happy to report that these were super comfortable. I honestly didn't get foot pain. I found them more comfortable than a lot of the other shoes I wear. They're even more comfortable, to be honest, than some of the sneakers that I wear. So for the Chelsea boots, these were super comfortable to wear, and by the end of it, my feet felt fine. In terms of the loafers, I personally wouldn't expect to wear these for as long a period of time, but I did wear these for a night out, and I didn't have any problems. I found them again just as comfortable. My feet didn't hurt afterwards. I recently wore my other pair of loafers to a wedding and there was dancing, and I found that by the end of the night my feet were killing me and I could not wait to get them off. Whereas with these, I found that when I got home by the end of the night, I wasn't dying to take them off, which is always a good sign. You know that feeling when you get home sometimes you're like, I cannot wait to take these shoes off. I didn't have that with these, so I think that's a real win. In conclusion, what do I think? So as to Amberjack's claim that these are the world's most comfortable dress shoes, would I agree with that? I think they're justified in making that claim. It's a bold claim, but I haven't been disappointed. And I don't think you would be disappointed either if you bought either of these. In terms of dress shoes, they're definitely the most comfortable that I've worn. And I would also say that they're some of the best looking that I've worn as well. If I was to choose one over the other, I would definitely choose the Chelsea boot. I feel like these are really comfortable. I'm going to wear them all the time. I will wear these, but more for formal occasions. These cost $179 and the Chelsea boots cost $199, which I think is actually pretty good value, all things considered. So once again, thanks to Amberjack for sending these over to me. I've enjoyed trying them out and reviewing them. I've tried to be as honest as I can. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you know of any other brands that make really comfortable hybrid shoes? Have you tried Amberjack before? What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I look forward to catching you in the next one.